Hello, this is my final ACE Media Studies Creative Critical Reflection number 4. My name is Kenny Williams, and the opener we'll be talking about is our anonymous video opener. So for today, the question we'll be answering is, how did you integrate technologies, software, hardware, and online in this project? So during our opener, we integrated various amounts of technology, but starting with software for the editing portion of our opener, I use DaVinci Resolve. It's a professional video editing, color correction, and visual effects and audio post-production software that was developed by Blackmagic Design. Within this application, I was able to cut all the clips to their desired lengths, as well as after and pre-footage that was not supposed to make the final cut. Furthermore, I was able to add sound suppression to many of the clips, as background noise and static was an issue that we ran into heavily. Next, for the text, I inserted custom glitch effects for the titles, and I color grade them as well as scaling them. The reason I did this is so that it fits the theme of our psychological thriller, and I was able to do all this through DaVinci Resolve to fit the overall representation of my film. All of this would not have been possible without DaVinci Resolve. The reason I was able to use DaVinci Resolve is because I actually used to edit for a job, so I already had access to this application, as well as I was familiar with the application as well. So everything that needed to be done as far as transitions, adding the text, knowing when to add the sound suppression was pretty accessible and easy for me to identify. Regarding hardware, we used a handheld camera, which was our main source of footage. For scenes where we needed the camera to be completely still, we used a tripod instead of holding the camera. However, we used an iPhone to record a specific scene where the characters were being watched from a high angle, and it was acted as CCTV footage. And we did this because the high angle camera, where the camera angle at which this scene was recorded, was too difficult to record from the handheld camera, and so that's why we decided to go ahead and use the iPhone. As well as the lower quality in the iPhone, it made it look more realistic. So paired with the camera, we used a boom microphone, a boom extension, so that we could actually reach the desired place where we wanted the audio to be recorded. So this two pieces of hardware were crucial pieces to our filming process, as audio is very important when you're filming your opener. And so this allowed our audio to be recorded in a place where the audience could not see the microphone as well. For lighting purposes, we used a LED light that was attached to a LED stand. So this allowed us to have the light at any position we wanted to, as well as the desired height. So to extract all the footage that was recorded, we used an SD card reader and we plugged it into my PC. In terms of the online portion of our project, we used the internet to do research regarding qualities that our film should have. A part of our research went to understanding the meaning of camera angles and when and where they should be used. A principle that we applied in our film was the use of a high angle to visually subordinate characters, emphasizing their lack of power or vulnerability within the narrative of our opener. This is supported by the camera angles case study, which explains how camera angles work best with intentional context, hence our use of high angles to show power. So that's all for the CCR. In terms of technology, I used DaVinci Resolve. In terms of hardware, we used a camera, LED stand, LED light, SD card reader. We also used a boom mic and boom extension, as well as the handheld camera, and as well as a PC. And for online, we used case studies to provide research for our film.